Death Row Challenge. Fade in. Exterior, downtown Los Angeles. Night. High-rise buildings are lit up. Freeways are jammed up with headlights going one way and taillights going the other. Interior, parking garage, night. Several office workers head to their cars. One man, Eric Rhodes, mid-50s, dressed in a very expensive suit and tie, shined shoes and leather briefcase, walks towards his luxury SUV, gets in and drives towards the parking gate.
Another late night, Mr. Rhodes.
Eric does not respond, gives the attendant a look.
Well, you've a relaxing evening, sir.
Relax? What's that?
Good one, sir.
Again, a look from Eric. The gate raises and he speeds off. Exterior, residential street, night. A luxury SUV drives down the street. Passes several upscale homes, 2 and 3 stories, 5,000 square feet. Beautifully manicured front yards. Stonework facades. Semicircular driveways. Interior, SUV, night. Eric yawns and rubs his eyes. Looks at his vehicle clock, 7:35 p.m., pulls into a driveway and heads to a detached garage at the back of the property. Interior, garage, night. He hits the garage door opener, drives in and stops. Gathers several papers from the passenger seat and places them in his briefcase. Exits the garage, hits the garage door opener again and it closes. Hears something moving around off-screen, stops for a minute.
Hello? Lupe, is that you? It's not Wednesday.
He doesn't hear anything else. Goes to a door at the side of the house. A figure leaps from the shadows. Armed with a stun gun, hits Eric right in the neck. He falls to the floor, unconscious. The figure stands over him, then squats down and produces a hypodermic needle and injects the arm of his fallen victim.
Now we begin. Part 1.
Interior, gas station, mini-mart, day. On a mountain road, a female clerk is being tied up behind a counter. Mouth is taped. A hand reaches into the cash register and takes the money. POV, security camera. The assailant, the figure from before, wearing a ski mask and sunglasses, heavy jacket, military-style pants, boots, and a 9mm pistol. Leaves the clerk and looks at the camera. Waves sarcastically, then gives the finger. The figure leaves, carrying a few bags of goods. The clerk struggles to her feet, sneaking a view out of the store window. Sees the man get in an SUV. A boat on a tow hitch is attached. It starts to drive off, then stops for a few moments. The license plate in full view. Drives off. The clerk struggles to hit a silent alarm under the counter. Black screen. A slight breeze is heard along with water slapping up against something. Screen comes back to reveal. Exterior, lakeshore, day. Eric is tied up laying in a rowboat. His hands are cuffed. His mouth is covered with tape. Several chains are wrapped around his legs and linked to weights at the bottom of the boat. A rope has the boat anchored to a tree. He sits up, dazed and confused, a panicked look in his eyes. From out of the trees, a figure appears. The same one from the mini-mart robbery, still dressed exactly the same gear as before, carries a couple of backpacks. Eric trembles as he gets closer.
Good morning, Eric. Sleep okay?
He sees Eric can't talk.
Oops, sorry. Now, if I take this tape off your mouth, you promise not to scream like a little bitch?
Eric's head nods in rapid succession. He pulls the tape off his mouth. Eric winces and gasps for air.
That's better. Now, I know you. Do you know who I am?
No, please.
That's good. I was hoping you wouldn't know me. Of course, how could you with what I have on? Am I right? You don't want to answer. That's cool. I'll do all the talking.
Starts unloading the packs. Several sticks of dynamite taped together. A bunch of wires sticking out of a shoebox-looking item. A digital clock. Multiple coils of different wires. Begins to assemble.
What is this?
Good question. I'll tell you in a few minutes.
He wraps a few wires around Eric, tapes the wires to the oars, then begins to assemble the box. Whistles while he does this.
If it's money that you want, I'll give it. Whatever you want.
Money I have. If you'll hold on 1 second, I'm almost done. Now, don't interrupt me.
Finishes assembling the box. Sits on the other seat across from Eric, facing him.
Now you had questions?
Please, tell me what this is. Is this a joke?
A joke? Do you see me laughing?
Eric looks away, shakes his head.
This is not a joke. This is about business, or to put it better, unfinished business.
I don't understand.
Certain things you actually do understand, like the power of the almighty dollar. Am I right?
What do you mean?
Boy, the questions continue. Okay, plain and simple. About 2 years ago, you and all the company executives got together and decided layoffs were in order. Remember that day?
Is that what this is about? Something that happened 2 years ago? Who the hell are you?
The figure strikes Eric in the face, then grabs him by the neck. Pulls the gun from his waist, puts it right up to Eric's eye.
That's insubordination, asshole. Talk to your superiors with respect. Can I get a yes, sir? Well?
Yes, sir.
Better. Now I'll continue. 2 years ago, you and all the company heads, all 13 of you, decided to outsource customer service, accounting, and manufacturing to another country. Everybody knew why. So you and all your company heads could pocket more money in a downward-facing economy. Am I wrong?
We did what was most economically viable to do, considering how things were at the time.
You did what was most economically viable for you. Just you.
You don't have all the facts and figures.
You want facts and figures? I'll give you some for free. You don't know who I am because I am one of 142 male employees that got laid off. 94 female employees got laid off. Do you know what happened to all those people?
Again, Eric shakes his head.
Well, of course you don't. Remember Sharon in accounting? Lost her home. Remember Craig in manufacturing? Had to pull his kid out of college. Remember Marlene in accounts payable? Cashed out her pension to live on. Now she has nothing. Do you want me to go on? We were all just human liabilities.
Those people could have gotten other jobs.
And some did. Minimum wage ones. Fast food, Starbucks, grocery clerks. Some people are in their 50s and 60s, and they didn't get vested in the pension plan. And the medical plan people lost? Jesus Christ, do you even feel their pain?
I'm sorry. This is crazy. This is not going to solve any problems.
Do you hear yourself? How many people said this is crazy when you called them in to tell them you were letting them go? How many people were in tears? There were other ways.
There wasn't, I swear.
Don't give me that shit. You and all other heads could have taken a pay cut and given something back from your bonuses to the employees. You could have given us a slight pay cut, or we would have paid more for our medical plan as long as we kept working. But no, you just had to put more in your own pockets, didn't you?
It wasn't like that.
I see. So you sold your house and moved into a small apartment? I don't think so. I've seen your house, in fact. That's where this little journey began. Sorry about the stun gun. Was the only way I'd get you to come along.
You can't be serious about this.
I can, and I am. Now let's get back to business. No pun intended. This box right here has enough explosives in it to blow you and this boat into kindling. Now, what's going to happen is that I'm going to hit a switch on this box you see right in front of you. When I do, you'll see the number 10, and it will start counting down to 9, 8, etc. You'll row those paddles, and when you do, it will trigger the clock to go back to 10, and the countdown will begin again. All you have to do is keep rowing, and you'll stay alive.
This is crazy. This is insane.
Please, don't interrupt. I'm trying to conduct business here, okay? Okay?
Okay.
Okay then. Now, you notice there are several chains and weights attached to you. Now, if you think of jumping out of the boat, you'll just sink to the bottom of the lake and you'll not try to do that, right?
This is not happening.
Oh, it is. You can pinch yourself right now if you think you're dreaming. Oh, that's right. Your hands are cuffed. Can't row like that, can you?
Unlocks the cuffs. Eric winces as he tries to get the circulation in his arms going.
I hope you're not too tired. You have a lot of rowing to do.
I'm going to die either way, so just shoot me for Christ's sake.
1, that would be too easy. 2, you might have a chance to survive all this.
Yeah? How is that?
Well, you don't know how long the battery will last on the timer. Could be 1 hour, could be 10. Once the battery loses power, the connection to this explosive is cut, and the display disappears. If that's the case, in the box is a key to the locks on them there chains so you can free yourself.
How can I be sure if I do make it that you won't be hiding somewhere waiting to pick me off?
You're really a smart guy. I guess that's why you make the big bucks. And in answer to your question, you don't.
You're sick.
Yes, I am. Now, there is one other tiny little detail. You see, while you were passed out in the back of the SUV, a few hours ago, I robbed a mini-mart and made sure the clerk saw your vehicle and the boat so she could give the cops a full description. I'm sure the cops are looking for you right now. If they come and you're still out on the lake and they order you to come to shore, you're going to have one hell of a story to tell. If you make it to shore and they catch you, again, you'll have one hell of a story. As you can tell, this gets more interesting by the minute. Now, we're burning daylight here, so let's get rowing, shall we?
Eric's breathing becomes labored. The figure unties the boat from the tree.
You'll need to slow your breathing down or you'll hyperventilate. All you need to do is keep your eye on the timer. In the meantime, I'll hold your wallet and phone for you just in case you do happen to make it.
Fuck the hell out of you!
The figure grabs him by the face and puts his own face right up close to his.
You ever hear the term, up shit river without a paddle? You have 2 of them, so you have a chance. A lot more of a chance than all those folks whose lives you fucking destroyed.
Pushes his face away, steps back, goes over to the box.
Time to play Death Row Challenge. Get it? Row, death. Where's your sense of humor? Let's begin.
Pushes the boat out onto the lake. Clock shows a countdown. Eric rows. Box goes back to 10, counts down. Eric rows, back to 10.
That's it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 this is not a dream. And make sure you don't lose one of those paddles. Both need to be moving at the same time.
He stands there watching a panicked Eric frantically rowing. On the boat, Eric is rowing. Breathing is labored, eyes wide open. The clock goes 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Eric keeps rowing and rowing.
Somebody tell me this isn't happening.
He winces as he rows. Clock continues its countdown again and again. He looks around to see if anybody else is around. Sees a couple of deer on the shore. That's all.
How's it going out there?
Eric looks around, sees nobody.
Son of a bitch, just shoot me!
You can stop rowing any time you want. It'll be quicker, less painful.
Help! Help!
Help! Help! I can scream too. Ain't nobody around, so I'd stop screaming. You're going to deplete the oxygen supply to your muscles.
Fuck you!
That's it? That's all you can come up with?
Go to hell!
Having a religious conversation, are we? Just say your prayers that God is on your side. You just might meet him before this day is over.
His maniacal laughter echoes around the lake. Eric continues to wince in pain as he rows and watches the clock. Later, now sweating, panting, and in pain, Eric continues to row, gritting his teeth.
Still there? I'm still here. Come on. Come on, click off.
Exterior, wooded area. Day. The figure watches Eric still rowing. Takes out Eric's phone.
Now for part 2. Yes, is this the Bingham County Sheriff?
This is the front desk. You have an emergency?
I want to report some suspicious activity at Bingham Lake. I'm on the South Shore, and I think I see the guy matching the description of the one who robbed the mini-mart earlier today.
Where's this man right now?
Oh, he's in a rowboat just paddling around like he's on drugs or something.
Okay, we'll send a unit. Thank you for the call. Do not try to engage this man.
Yes, I'll keep my distance.
Later, Eric continues to row, hears sirens approaching from the distance, sees a police car, red and blue lights blazing, stops along the shoreline. 2 officers exit the vehicle.